and welcome to Studio Nicole. I'm Nicole, and I'm so glad that you're here. I am going to take some time this morning to work in my small, round New Perspectives journal. This used to be a book about hockey. Some of the pages I haven't completed yet, and it is falling apart. That is true. It's in pieces, and I'm going to have to do something about that at some point, but not today. Today, I really just want to get my hands messy with some paint or some ink. I have been doing a lot of memory keeping. I've been working in my Amsterdam journal, and I just want to do some painting. I think I'm going to start on a fresh page rather than picking up on one of these pages that I've kind of already started. So let me grab my gesso. My paint water is not too messy, so that's good. Don't have to get up and go in the other room because I will do just about anything to avoid that. Flat brush. Let's get some gesso on the page here. I'm fairly sure that whatever is behind here will soak through because it always does, and that's okay. I'm not very precise. I know there are definitely folks who are very, very worried about all the details, really. And there's so much value in paying attention to detail and doing things correctly. I'm an English teacher by day, so I get it. I definitely get it. Actually, I need to move this so I'm not constantly reaching in front of the camera, don't I? I get it. I'm all about, using commas correctly and what have you, but I don't know. Art for me is like the antithesis of that. I don't want to have to worry about the rules and how I'm supposed to do things. I really don't want to be very precise or careful when I'm making art. As a matter of fact, that's why this is kind of my motto for my channel because I want people to feel free. Oh, I love that. I didn't mean to do that, but my fingernail just kind of scraped through it. I'm going to French little scraper and just scrape through some of those wet paint. Smear it around a little bit. I also pulled a color cord from Sarah Renee Clark's Color Cube. These are not colors that I would typically go for, so I'm gonna give it a try. See if that can help me to do something a little bit different. Be inspired. I don't know. I'm gonna have to cover up this pink that keeps seeping through from this side, though. I'm not sure how close I'll be able to get to this color with that in the background, but we'll see. I have said that I'm not very precise when it comes to art. Like, I don't care all that much if I'm following the rules. I'm also kind of lazy. So even though I have tons of art supplies over there and over there and over there, I don't want to have to get up. So I'm going to use what I can reach. And I've got some acrylic inks and I've got some sprays nearby. Oh, and I've got these acrylics. These are perfect. I've got so these are mostly golden, some Amsterdam acrylics in the little teeny tiny bottles, and I just have this bucket on my desk kind of off to the side. So I'm gonna try and find something that feels similar to these colors. And I kind of think this looks maybe a little bit like a landscape. So I'm gonna just try to build a little landscape. I love those colors. I definitely need to check the page. I'm just gonna layer the colors. I'm not really worried too much about. I don't know that I have anything in that. Go next color up. It says burgundy, but it really looks like brown to me. The auburn looks like burgundy, and the burgundy looks like brown. So I might just skip to terracotta because I don't, well, I don't even know if I have terracotta here. Uh-oh. What's that? Yellow oxide, just similar to this marigold. I'm checking the inks that I have on my desk too, but I don't think I have anything in here that's a similar color either. This is the problem with trying to use a card like this, but also being completely lazy, is that I don't feel like getting up and digging around for other choices. So I'm just going to work with what I've got. Because I want art to be relaxing for me, and not like something else that becomes tiresome or stressful because I'm not doing it right or I'm not doing the right thing or um I haven't followed the directions correctly or something. Like I don't need more of that in my life. Um I don't think that that would be something sustainable for me. If that was the way that I approached art, I'm not sure that I would do it as often or as much. I wouldn't enjoy it, and it just wouldn't happen for me. So I am pretty careful to make sure that art stays enjoyable. That's my strategy. Trying to blend these two layers just a little bit. I like how this feels very earthy. I did skip some steps though, so I don't know how it's going. So I like that quite a bit. It's kind of hard to see because it's very wet, so there's a glare on the camera, but those colors look really nice together. I can probably zoom in a little bit more. Bring this down a little closer. Now I need this like dark blue, dark teal. This maybe is close. Let's check it out right here and see. Yeah, it's pretty close. It's a little vibrant. Um, so just dab this blue like right here instead. Yellow burger. Yeah, I'm just gonna go right on the page of it. Try and go lightly because it's gonna a little bit will go a long way. So this book over here that I'm working on the right hand side is just a, a book that I got um, probably at a yard sale, possibly at a Goodwill somewhere. I tend to try to buy things secondhand just because I don't like to buy new things and contribute to all the chaos in the landfills and then retail. I don't know. I just like secondhand things, I guess. And I don't feel so bad about tearing them up if I've spent, 50 cents on it at a yard sale. Um so yeah, so I think I might work on my top layer really quickly while this is I don't know that I have anything that's gonna be quite that light. It says ghost white is the color on the card. Let's see if I can do this without getting paint everywhere. It says ghost white, but it looks pretty bluish to me. Kind of blue gray. I think the closest thing that I have here is this silver, iridescent silver from golden. So I'm gonna try that. Oh, let me shake this up. Try this. Oh, and I didn't cleanse my brush well enough, so now it's very blue. All right, so we have some bluish silver. That's going to work out perfectly. Um, well, actually, it's going to work out perfectly because it's going to blend anyway. So, all right, let me just put some of that on here. And I'm kind of liking how this turns out, actually. I'm not great at talking while I do this. To be perfectly honest with you, that's not my strength. Something I'm gonna have to work on for sure. But I kind of like how this is turning out. It does look kind of landscapey. I haven't done a whole lot to try and encourage that, but I am definitely getting some kind of landscape feel to this. Oh, it's not showing up well, is it? Because it's so wet. Dab some of this off at the top here. Oh, that's cool. Hmm. I don't know how well you can see. I think I dabbed off a little too much down here in this area, so I'm gonna go back in and mm, kind of like being able to see the brush strokes in this because it sort of gives a sense of like movement and dimension a little bit. Um, I don't know. I really like it. It's not what I intended or what I thought I was going to end up with, but I really do like it. I don't know that I need to do much else to it. I kind of like it just the way it is. I might wait for it to dry and then put some words on it because I do like to add kind of a story element or a sentiment to it. So let me pause this and dry this and find some words, and then I will be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back and I've dried it, and I tried to fiddle with the lighting a little bit to get this to come out a little truer, but it just won't. These colors look really brown and they're very red in real life. You can also see the pink here that bled through from the other side of the page a lot more in person. But I don't really mind that. I think it's interesting. I think it adds a little bit more dimension. It kind of looks like maybe a cloudy sunset or something, like a cloud catching the light and kind of drifting away over the mountains. I love it. I grabbed this little box, or actually it's a brie uh, cheese round that has been sitting kind of tucked away on my desk for ages with things that I've cut out of books. And I haven't looked through them ahead of time, so I'm just counting on the fact that I will find something here. Sometimes there's so many choices. Like I've got thousands of options for words for this. and I could spend an hour looking for just the right thing. So sometimes just limiting myself to like whatever is in this box is gonna work. I kind of feel like it's the universe, right? Like I'll find something and whatever it is, the universe is telling me. This says I must be on my way. I kind of like that. Kind of like that because this looks very like adventurous, like heading off into the sunset kind of thing. Ooh, this one says I'm not dead. I wondered once how I would describe to blah blah blah. This says to remind me I'm not dead. I like that too. Okay, that's also a contender. Our revels now are ended. That's a little too dark, I think, for this piece. Many people have told me. Okay. Many people have told me. Ooh, maybe many people have told me I must be on my way. That also feels kind of mean, like GTFO. This says it is, in our opinion, as valuable on one side. Hmm. The other side talks about a calf's head. So maybe not something that I want. The one guide I've found. I love that too. Like nature and the earth, right? This feels very like earthy to me. The one guide I've found. I must be on my way. I love these. I love all of these. Um, a somewhat difficult family to understand. Oh Lord, isn't that true? The other side is nothing, really. It's about star-headed gilt nails. I don't even know what that is. During the summer, it's a great sentence starter. In the grocery store, happily ever after. Hmm. I'm thinking about that too, actually, because again, this is my happily ever after is sort of like riding off into the sunset of the world, right? The earth, the landscape. I like grandfathers, false awakenings. That feels kind of negative for this. Be able to help, or but not so rich. This is so rich, though. Mutual respect and cooperation is you. About our. All right, well, that's what I've got here to work with for the most part. What's this? It's a sign of weakness. It is not actually a sign of weakness. Okay, so I can take quite a few of these out. Not going to be using any of these. We've got the one guide I've found. I must be on my way, happily ever after, to remind me I'm not dead, and many people have told me. I actually think I'm going to go with the very first one. I must be on my way. I'm just feeling that because this very abstract landscape just makes me want to just ride off into it. Like I want to pack my bags and go. I'm not even going to cut it. I'm just going to tear it and I'm going to dab a little bit of. I'm using Master's Touch that was on clearance. Matte Gel. Um, that's different. Where do I want it? I think I'm gonna split it too. I'm gonna say I must be on my way. I'm gonna break it into two pieces. I'm gonna put it over here on the right. Kind of at the bottom. And I've got some paint on it from my hands, and that is okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the police smell of that. Let's see if I can peel it up without wrecking it too much. I'm gonna put it a little closer. Oh, maybe it's not. Oh, that's better. Okay, right there. Love it. Okay. I need just the tiniest bit of shadow. So I'm going to use my Stabilo awl that needs to be sharpened. A little finer tip to be. Soften that out just a little bit. I got a little too close to the T there, and I wish I hadn't, but I'll be on my way. All right, I'm pretty happy with it. It's very simple. It only took a couple of minutes, and I love it. It makes me want to head off into this landscape and see what's just over the horizon. All right, folks, thanks for joining me today. I hope that I will see you in a future video.